Time in YouTube, and welcome back to Deck Profiles. Today we're going to be looking over the Mew-EX deck that my opponent Primal Lugia used in the previous TCGO battle. So if you guys haven't checked out that battle, definitely recommend doing so, because you know what? I can't even say anything because it spoils it all. But either way, Mew-EX here is not something new. We've seen Mew-EX several times in the past. 120 HP, Psychic type Pokemon, we're versatile. This Pokemon can use attacks from any Pokemon that's on the field, as long as it's got the proper energy requirements. It has Replace, one Psychic, move as many energy attached to your Pokemon to your other Pokemon any way you like. It pretty much gets like a Fairy Transfer, Psychic Transfer in the place of a move, but you're never going to use that. Why? Because Versatile is so much better. Now, as long as we're not going up against a Garbodor or anything like that, Versatile is our main focus. What we're going to be latching onto is going to be the Shedinja, 30 HP Grass-type Pokemon, Stage 1. Now this thing itself is not very good, but it has Cursed Rain, 1 Grass, put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon, switches Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Cool. But our actual focus is Hopeless Scream, 1 colorless energy. You're going to do 50 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. Now, we're not leaning towards damage counters on Shedinja. If we can keep Shedinja on the bench, that's what we're going to do. Mew-EX has a much higher HP pool. I'll admit, still not that high for an EX, but we can use his versatile attack to use Hopeless Scream and go for a much higher damage output. Now, in order for us to do this, we do need some damaging items, and that is going to be the Team Magma Secret Base whenever you play a basic Pokemon onto your bench. As long as it's not Team Magma Pokemon, you get to put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So, for us, that's actually amazing because that'll put us into 100 damage range the immediate Mew goes into play. We also are using Rainbow Energy. This does another 1 damage for dropping the Rainbow Energy onto it. So this will get us into 150 damage range before we've even attacked. And of course, if our opponent is playing basics as well, while Team Magma's base is out, they're going to be taking 20 damage. So we're almost at that 170 range already. And we're going to be using a Fighting Fury Belt to get us up to a little bit more damage potential, like we can take a little bit more, and we're gonna get that 10 damage boost to boost us up to that 180 mark. Now again, that's not gonna do too much against GXs, so we do have a few partners here, one of them being Tauros GX, 180 damage, colorless Pokemon with Rage, Horn Attack, and Mad Bull GX. They all cost 1 double colorless energy. Rage will do 20 damage times the number of plus 10 for each damage counter on Tauros. Horn Attack does 60 straight, and then Mad Bull GX will do 30 times the damage counter. So, if Tauros is your front runner and he's taking a lot of damage, he's really strong. And again, the good old Team Magma's base does work really well with it, because once you play it, you get a little bit of damage to start that rage up right away. So that's pretty good. And we also have the Mr. Mime from Fairy Mr. Mime, 70 HP basic with Bench Barrier. Prevent all damage done to your benched Pokemon by attacks. We're not going to be using Juggling because we don't have Fairy Energy in this deck. But with that though, we're going to look at some of the cool cards Primal Lugia put into this deck. Now I have altered 1 card from his main deck, and I think it was like I switched to Kukui for a Lysander. I don't remember the exact card, but I wanted 2 Lysander just to be safe. I don't like having my Lysander prized, and when it was like, so I did opt to put 2 in, but the rest of the deck is identical. We have the Energy Reset, put as many energies attached to your Pokemon back into your hand as you like. So this can kind of reset our Rainbow Energy, get additional damage down onto the Mew. So like turn 1, we drop a Rainbow Energy, we reset, drop it again onto the Mew. Now we've got 4 damage counters on the Mew, which can go for that magical 200, which could actually knock out most GXs in the game, barring maybe your stage 2 ones. You've also got the Enhanced Hammer, which can slow our opponent down, getting rid of those special energies. You've got that Escape Rope, because we do need to make sure we're able to switch in. We don't have Floatstones or anything like that in this deck, and you want to kind of mess around with your opponent's side a little bit. Again, you don't want them to have any control, and the Escape Rope will keep you in the active position of where you want to be, and it'll keep your opponent out of the active position. We have the Special Charge. Shuffle 2 special energy cards from your discard pile back into your deck. These guys are going to be our pride and joy. If we don't have them, we're not going to be able to do the maximum damage output we're expecting. We have our Super Rod. This gets us our Mews and all those kind of cards back. We have our 4 Trainer's Mail, our 4 Golden Ball, the Ultra Balls, and we've got our 4 VS Seekers, our staples in all decks. Supporter line, we are going to be using 1 Lily. Draw cards until you have 6 in hand, or draw 8 if it's your first turn. We have 2 Lysanders, as mentioned prior, which lets us switch our opponent's active Pokemon with their benched. We can use 3 Ends each player. Oh no, I think this was the card. He had 4 Ends, and I switched 1 out for Lysander. But either way, each player in their hand draws cards until they have... Shuffle hand back into your deck, draw cards for the remaining prize cards. Done! We've got 1 Kukui. Do additional 20 more damage, and you get to draw 2 cards. So Kukui does really well as well because it gets Mew's damage output up to that 200 without having to use an additional damage counter or anything like that. We've got the Sycamore. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. We've got a Teammates. Because Mew is very fragile, Mew is going to go down pretty quickly. This way we can at least obtain 2 cards that we want, potentially get that Mew right back into play with an escape rope or whatever. It's going to be pretty good. But that is pretty much the deck right there. It's very straightforward. Again, not a strong draw engine. There's no Oranguru, there's no Shaman, so keep a good idea on this. Very, very budget friendly because Tauros and Mew aren't overly expensive. I think your most expensive card in here is probably your VS Seekers, and obviously you don't need to use Full Arts. But with that though, let's get right into this game. We're going to go into 2 matches, see if Mew can protect us and obtain 2 victories in this next episode. Alright guys, match number 1 is here. We're going up against Pokefiva playing Water Psychic. Could be, I don't see it being Lapras, I don't know what it's going to be. But either way, we're going to call Tails. We're going to lose the coin toss. And good old Pokefiva gets to decide if he wants to go first or second. He is going to go first. And we're going to start ourselves off with a Tauros, which technically is our best start. Because they don't want to attack us, because they know they're going to just get hit pretty hard. And it keeps us from having a bad, if we can get our stadium out, it can get us more damage. Our opponent might actually play the Team Magma's base for us, which they did, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to see a Dive Ball, which is going to get him more Magikarp. There's a Magikarp. Now, I've been trying to build that deck. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to try and get that thing out to you guys ASAP, but I'm not very good with it. I'll admit that right now. We're seeing a Level Ball. It's going to hit for a Remoraid. This gets him a Draw Engine. It's going to come down with 20 additional damage on it. Now, if I had a sweeping attack right now, that would be clutch, but I don't. If I had a sweeping attack, that would be clutch. Now we're going to see a Floatstone onto that Remoraid. This way he can switch out. We have the Lily. We have all supporters, nothing really else. I might actually just opt to sacrifice them. I'm going to grab a Fighting Fury Belt. Going to Ultra Ball for my Mew. Ditch these 2. Grab Mew. We'll take 20 additional damage. I'm actually going to have to Lily prior to my Ultra Ball. But I do want to get my Nincada going ASAP. So we're going to Lily. We'll get 8 cards off of this due to it being a turn 1. I have to Ultra Ball. I could Ultra Ball the Teammates and a Trainer's Mail. So we're going to grab that Nincada. Now, unfortunately, I did not get any energy, so my next turn is going to be heavily weighed on that. It's funny that when you evolve Nincada, you actually lose HP. But we're going to pass the turn. Gonna see if we can survive here. Tauros is the right wall to be up in front. We're gonna see that magical Gyarados up there with that full retaliation. Gets that double colorless energy, and we'll be able to hit our Tauros pretty hard, in fact. I could have dropped the Fighting Fury Belt down onto the Tauros, but I didn't want to waste it in case I do get another Mew. In case I get another Mew, we're gonna see the Sycamore. And he's got a full art Misty's Determination in there. Buddy Buddy Rescue is gone, so he can't save one of those good old Magikarps. Does go for that dive ball. Gets another Magikarp. We'll be able to play it. Now, I can't get this stadium out of here due to the fact that I'm running it as well. He may not be aware of that. But we're going to go for that dive ball. Now, the problem with this is Gyarados is probably the better one at this. I will do more damage, but Gyarados is a little bit more concrete and able to evolve one of those weak little Magikarps that are in the back. Whereas I actually have to come out and consistently do this. We're going to see a Shaman drops. Very nice for us to see that because we can pull that in. I do need an energy though. That would be good. If I could get an energy, that would be good. But we did not get one yet. Teammates is going to come up, which is a fantastic card in my opponent's deck. We're going to see that full retaliate. Wow, he took us out already. Well, if I can get a Rainbow Energy, I can take out the the Gyarados. It's not the one we wanted. Okay, we're gonna drop Shedinja down. I'm gonna VS Seeker into N. I haven't got a choice. I don't want to lose my Psychic Energy, but at the same point, I need to get some damage down. There's the Rainbow Energy. Don't need to go for an Enhanced Hammer just yet, because he will be able to... he'll be knocked out anyway. We're going to go for that Hopeless Scream, which will do 160 damage. My opponent did take out our Tauros Wall really quickly, which was very sad for us. We're going to see that Special Charge. That's good in case my Mew does go down. Does bring up the Remoraid. This way he can Floatstone out in case one of these good old Carps isn't ready to attack. But we do have the Lysander in the back. I'd like to get a nice prize down. Potentially get one of these Gyarados. From what he's telling me, though, he grabbed an Octillery, which means he's got a Gyarados in back. And if not, he really just wants to get that additional card. And there he goes, Ultra Ball. He will be able to get that good old Gyarados. But his damage output will be significantly lowered. But it doesn't need too much to knock out a Mew. Oh boy. We're going to see that Gyarados come into play. Now Gyarados still has what? 3, 6, 9, 12? It'll be just enough to knock... it might not be enough to knock me out. 3, 6, 9, 12. I think I might live on 10. He needs an energy drop as well. And his Artillery is his most easily accessible thing to drop out right now. Does just get a VS Seeker. What's he gonna go for? Now I do need to drop an energy on the Shedinja if he brings it up. He does not. He's gonna get that Sycamore. Does Sycamore. Still looking for an energy, but he'll be down to only 13 cards left in the deck. But did he grab that double colorless energy that he's so looking for? He does get it. He'll be able to switch in, potentially knock me out. He needs a Magikarp, buddy. Because I'll live on 10. I don't live on 10. Where am I missing the damage? 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, it's 30 plus. My bad. Okay, so we're in a bit of a pickle. We're going to go for that Enhanced Hammer. We're going to go for a Nincada drop. My opponent only needs 2 more prizes to win this matchup. I need 5, so we're not looking great. I'm going to Special Charge, get that energy back in the deck. As much as that's a waste of a Special Charge, I do need it. We're going to opt to get rid of both of these, get myself a Mew. There's still 2 more still in the deck. Well, 1 more now after I pulled this guy up. Drop this guy down, and I can go for a Sycamore, hopefully getting that nice... I need 2 cards. As much as I just said I need 2 cards and I can go for teammates, I can't survive on that. I got the 2 cards. Because he's already taken damage, he's at 110. I just need to drop the Fighting Fury Belt, and I should be able to take on this hit. We're going to... Ooh, that's not good. How do I get this Shedinja out? Double escape rope. I don't know. This is weird. Bring in the Gyarados. Bring it in. Bring it in! It's your damage output that's gonna get dropped, so why not? I think we still lose this match regardless. Like, I know I'm flipping around and he just went between his two carbs. We get a Shedinja. Not that that's gonna matter too much. Gyarados does come up, but will be severely weakened. He can't evolve that Magikarp in the back. Does get a Buddy rescue, and that is going to seal the deal. We will go down here. We've got 10 additional energy, but at the same point, we know now that the Carp, once it comes down, he can hit for 150 with just 2 Carps, and that will knock us out for this matchup. Now, again, Gyarados is able to consistently keep this damage at a higher pace without having to have that prize drop as much. Because Gyarados is not an EX, Gyarados can easily keep up the momentum, losing one, coming back, dealing out damage, getting those Buddy rescues out, whereas I could not. That's not to say that I'm a bad deck, because we're going to go into round number 2 and hopefully showcase the true power behind this deck. Because, like I said, if you guys haven't watched TCGO battles, you guys can see that this deck just has so much power behind it. But I just wasn't able to showcase it against a deck that was using the same formula, but we know is a stronger formula. But either way, let's get into match number 2 and see just how well we can do. And match number 2 is here. We're going up against Grenader. Okay, call the coin flip. We're going to call Tails. And we're going to win it. So we will be able to go first or second, and we'd like to go first. I like to get that turn to set up. I don't like to give him the turn to set up if he doesn't have to. We are looking pretty good. We got a decent opening hand. We got the base. We've got some other stuff. Now, I got Mew as my only opening card, so I can't get that additional damage down right away. My opponent started out with a Hoopa, which is not very good. We will drop this good old Team Magma base. See if we can get some additional cards here. It's just going to be a Sycamore or an N. I might grab the N, because I don't want to lose these utility cards. I'm going to help out my buddy by playing an N right now, because, again, I didn't want to get rid of my Super Rod and all that kind of stuff. But my opening hand here is not very good. I can't attack, so there's not much I can do on that part. My opponent's stuck in a Hoopa lead. So we don't really know what he's got yet, unless he is using Hoopa as the main attacker. And if you guys have not checked it out already, please hit up that ladder now, because if you guys have not scooped up Hoopas, this is your time to do it. And if you make it all the way with 200 wins, you get a full art N. That is my goal this next month, is to get that full art N. This gorgeous beauty right here, you can get one for free without having to trade anybody for like 50 packs. You can just get one, just 200 wins. I know that seems like a lot, but play a lot, use a proper deck that you know consistently well, that can win consistently, and you'll be fine. So Hoopa comes down. This is looking like a Hoopa deck. He's literally got 2 Hoopas right now. We're about to see though what kind of cards my opponent will be playing. He just grabbed, oh, there it comes. He's got Mega Ray. He's got Mega Ray. Can we compete with Mega Ray? Down comes the Ray. Down comes the Magirna. Now, ours is straight up damage. He does switch out that Hoopa, which is great for him. Drops the Shaman. If he gets like a Mega Turbo or some stuff going right now where he can actually ditch water energy or something, we're going to be down. So, Dunzo Funzo. Good old Trainer's Mail comes through. I know Rayquaza very well. We're going to see Pokemon Center Lady. Doesn't need to play it just yet, but he might. I can't get my high damage output yet, which is a bit of a problem. We're going to see Floatstone onto one of the Hoopas, Pokemon Center Lady onto the Rayquaza. No supporter this turn, which is fine by me, but not fine by me either. Intensifying Burn is going to hit me for 60. Let's go for the end, see if we can get some massive cards out, but we will lose this matchup right now. We're going to Ninkata. We are going to remove that double colorless energy. I'm going to have to pass the turn. Well, I can Intensifying Burn him. Get a little bit of damage off, why not, right? 70 damage? Bam! Now, if he gets a double colorless energy, we'll be in a bit of trouble. But we're giving him a lot of opportunities here. Now he can Mega Turbo. Now he can Mega Turbo to his heart's desire. It does just drop another Mega, or sorry, just a regular Ray. No Megas here yet. But if he goes for an Intensifying Burn, I will lose my Mew right away. Actually I won't. Does drop Skyfield. I don't think he can take me out. But I don't think he's aware we can take him out. We're going to see that good old Sycamore does drop another Steel Energy, so he's got 3 Steel Energies and double colorless in the discard pile. He can't attack us with his full power just yet. Not yet, anyway. Drops the Steel Energy down, we'll be able to Intensifying Fire me, but I can take out the Rayquaza first, which is awesome. Spirit Link onto the back one. And in comes the Intensifying Burn. I will live because of the Fighting Fairy Belt. We got our Shedinja for free. I can't really Ultra Ball for my Mew just yet. I'll have to wait till the next turn. My voice is starting to go here. But my Hopeless Scream will be able to take out this Ray. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. I did 610 damage. So we get Ultra Ball and a Team Magma base. So with those additional cards, we should be able to get a secondary Mew up and attacking pretty quickly. Up comes the Hoopa. Just in case, because he does have that Floatstone. He does have a Mew-EX, regular Mew with the Memories of Dawn, which lets him use the attacks of his basic Pokemon. Drops the double colorless energy down. Cannot go for that good old Mega Ray just yet. Which I'm fine with. If I could pull a Lysander right now or something, that would be awesome too. He does pull an N, so he may N right now. Which is pretty bad for us because we were set up to grab a secondary Mew. Unfortunately, that did not happen. We get a Sycamore. I will have to sacrifice a Super Rod for it. He comes in, he's going to Intensify and burn my Mew, which is fine. Now, if I could draw a Mew right now, that would be great, because I could save my Rainbow Energy. I don't. I am actually going to grab a Tauros instead, which we can drop down. I will grab my Mew and my Psychic Energy back. I am just going to have to Sycamore. I need my Mew more so than my Tauros at this point. Instead, we don't grab any of that. We can remove your base, no additional damage. You can't hit for 150, or more than 150 now. But we are going to lose our Shedinja. Let's get that additional damage down onto that Tauros and pass this turn. We're not having some great matches in terms of luck. But you guys can see the damage output. We hit 610 damage on that Ray. We're going to see a Steel Energy down onto the Magearna. This way it doesn't get hit by any of the weird effects. And we're going to see an Intensifying Burn hit me, and that's it. Literally going to be enough to take me out. Up comes Tauros. Does not have enough damage counters on it right now. We can hit. We can force an escape rope. Brings up Hoopa. And I'm gonna end because my opponent does not have I don't want him to have all that good old resources. My hand's still not looking all that great though. Gonna drop down Ninkata. Gonna drop down my Fighting Fury Belt. And I'm just gonna Horn Attack. He's at 90 damage, guys. 90 damage. He can retreat now anytime. But if he wants to land any additional prizes, he has to hit my Tauros. And his intensifying burn is not going to do much. But now he'll have that opportunity to hit Mega Ray. He can do 150 to me, which isn't a smart play yet, because he does not have the ability to take me out. I'm at 210 HP right now due to the 10 damage already on me. So unless he gets a Sky Field and everything, which he could potentially have out of the utility in his 4 cards, but I just don't see it. He does have that Mega Ray. He does need another energy drop. We're going to see if he can land it. But he's in a bit of a bind. A bit of a bind right now. I don't know what he's planning on right now. I don't know the cards he's got in that level. Oh, he actually has to pass the turn. That was very useful for us. Now, depending on this card I get, it's not going to matter. I'm just going to waste an Ultra Ball here. I'm actually going to opt to go for an energy reset and get additional damage onto my Tauros. It's going to be my Rainbow. Drop that Rainbow, get 10 additional damage down onto my Tauros, and we're going to go for a Sycamore. All in all, not the best pulls here. Trainer's Mail. We get an Ultra Ball. I'm gonna Ultra Ball away my Stadium and my Lily. I want to get Mew going again. I could have actually potentially taken him out this turn? Nah, not possible. We are just going to have to go for the good old Rage. Sorry, Horn Attack will do more damage right now. So we're going to see him up to 70 damage. Got a little bit of chip damage there. But my opponent is kind of locked. Oh, there goes that good old Stadium of ours. We're going to get a Sky Field, and he's going to be able to up that damage now. He still needs to do 200. But with a Shaman in hand, he can do that. With a Shaman in hand, he can do that. He'll draw 6 additional cards, which can lead him into so many potential things here, which is very scary for us. We're going to see that Mega Turbo. He can now get that Rayquaza online, hitting for 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. He needs 1 additional Pokemon, and here comes Super Rod landing in. He's going to get that Rayquaza back with a couple Steel Energies. He is not out of this. We're going to see another Ultra Ball. He's going to try and get that Rayquaza back. Does have to ditch a Mega and a Sky Field in order to do it. But he's going to get that Rayquaza onto that field. He's going to be able to take out Tauros. Now, my Mew is in range of taking out this Mega, which is absolutely fantastic. But he's going to get additional cards from his Sycamore. Oh, man. And here comes that Emerald Break. He does not need anything from the front line. But he doesn't have anything set up for me next turn unless he can Mega Evolve. So he'll take 2 additional prizes, leaving the Rayquaza in the back. Knowing he doesn't need it from my Mew. We are just going to be able to drop another Mew down. And we have no other option. We just have to go for that Hopeless Scream. We're going to hit for 150, which should take this guy out. So boom, there goes Mega Rayquaza. And we just need to take out 1 more EX. We have a Rainbow and a Trainer's Mail. We have Lysander in hand. Depending on the card he puts up, he will lose this matchup, actually. But he comes up with a Hoopa. He needs 2 cards. Actually, he needs a Mega Turbo, Mega Ray, and a Double Colorless Energy, which is potential. Look at all those cards he has in his hand. I could not deal with that part. I could have, I guess, Trainer's Mailed and went with it, but he just drops the Steel Energy down onto the Megairna. Is he just gonna pass the turn? Does he lose this matchup? No. He's now dropped his energy. He goes for that Magearna. Is this it? What's he going for? He can't attack me. Ah, the Hex Maniac. That is a strong play. Because now I cannot attack him. But I do have... I don't have much I can go off of. Based on that play, I'm gonna bring up here retreating Hoopa. Gonna go for a Trainer's Mail here. I'm gonna get a VS Seeker. And this should be good for this game, because he's going to have to do something to get that Hoopa out of that active spot. He does have a ton of opportunities. Unfortunately, I could not end that turn, which would have really stunk him down. Does get a Spirit Link onto the Rayquaza. He needs a lot of cards, though. Double Colorless Energy Drop onto the Hoopa. He's just going to Hex Maniac again. He is stalling out right now. Unable to take out my Mew. He's just not got the cards, and he has to waste these resources. If I could get an Enhanced Hammer right now, that would actually be clutch. We're going to just drop an energy down onto Mew. And do I Sycamore? No, I end. Because I don't need any cards. If I can grab a Enhanced Hammer off of this turn, this end, this would be great. But he will only be down to one card. I get another end. That's just great. He'll draw one card. He needs a lot of stuff off of one card, and that's just not going to help. Pass this turn. There we go. Can we win this matchup? Can we do this? He Mega Evolves. And he gets a Birch. Tails is only 4 cards. He's still in this, though. He gets a 3rd energy drop. He only needs to take me out now. Oh my jeez. I couldn't switch. Couldn't do nothing. And he played that perfectly right at the end. He was able to get Hex Maniac after Hex Maniac. And I couldn't attack. It was unfortunate, but that is how it was. I could have switched out another Pokemon because of the Lysander, but I wanted to reduce his card count, and it would have usually reduced the amount of tools he has. He just got the right tools. But with that, though, hope you guys have enjoyed it. This deck is a lot of fun. It's not going to break meta or anything, but as you guys can see, it can do heavy amounts of damage, and probably with like an Oranguru, if you want to keep budget related, you could probably drop an Oranguru. This way you don't get shafted with the 3-card, the less than 3-card hand. And you can easily get some massive damage off with this. But with that, though, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested in battling me, please hit up that good old Twitter or comment section, because that way I can get you guys involved with TCGO battles, which is where this deck came from. And again, keep in mind that this is Primal Lugia's deck. It is not my own. I do not take any credit for it whatsoever. He built it, I did not. And again, all credits go to him. But with that, though, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know why it's taking me so long to do my outro today. Time out!